Thank you, Yasmin. I too begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of this beautiful land. The Gadigal people of the Eora Nation pay my respects to the elders, both past and present. To our wonderful Governor, Her Excellency Marie Bashir, thank you for your presence. You have made this night special for all of us. To my co-host, Paul Lynch, and to many other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. Can I begin by paying tribute to Affinity? They've been around since 2000, and since that time they have done an enormous amount of work in building bridges between various aspects of our society. A bridge building exercise that I think, as we become more and more diverse, requires more and more effort and more attention. It's something we can never become complacent about. So congratulations to Affinity for hosting this night again, putting this night on for us all, because it's a night that we do come together and share ideas, and I, for one, have already learnt a lot from the guests at my table. In particular, I'd like to congratulate the co-founders of Affinity, Ahmed Keskin and Mehmet Saral. Mehmet, I know you're no longer in the hot seat here at Affinity, but you're going to be in the hot seat by accepting a position on the Multicultural March Advisory Board, where we will celebrate March in Vigua in the state. And to Ahmed, thank you again. You've been asked and you've accepted to be an Anzac ambassador, so you have a big role to play here in New South Wales as we again unite to commemorate that very important thing that all Australians hold close to their heart, and that is the campaign quickly. On that note, I know that General Peter Cosgrove is here, and I thank you, wherever you are, General. There you are. It's hard to miss. He's a leader of all the ages, so thank you very much, General. The Muslim population in New South Wales is growing. It's now about 3% in New South Wales, and in Sydney it's about 5%. And as that Muslim population grows, I think, as I said before, we need to make sure that we have more of these dialogues, more of these exercises where we come together and exchange ideas and cultivate understanding. It's only through that that bridges are built. It's only through that that we will live in a harmonious society. And tonight, I want to pick up on a point that the Governor made, and that is there is a lot more things that unite us when we do have that dialogue that then actually separates us. And when you think about the 5 major tenets of Islam, there are a lot of similarities there with a lot of the beliefs that we have here in Australia. For example, most people in Australia would know that one of the tenets of Islam is to go to Mecca. They would have seen or read about that in one form or another. But many of them would know that another tenet, the second or another tenet of Islam is there is one God. That's a belief that many Australians share in one form or another. Another tenet is that there must be daily prayer. Again, many Australians undertake that prayer in one form or another. Another tenet is there has to be charitable works. And again, that's something that many Australians practice in their daily life in one form or another. And finally, there's there's the observance of Ramadan and the fasting. And I know as a Catholic, it's something that we have through in one form or another through Lent. But there are so many similarities in what we do in humanity that it's important that tonight we can reflect on those and realise that we are united in more ways than we think. And the Muslim faith, the Islamic faith, is in many ways a multicultural model because it does exist on the 4 corners of the globe, and it has very, very different colours and very different aspects as you go to each country. And I'll conclude on this note. I was at an iftar dinner at a local house. I was there with Khalid on Tuesday, was it? Monday, of course, it was my birthday. So I was there on Monday. And it was great. When I went there, I was having that wonderful iftar meal with the family, just a normal, everyday family in Auburn, where they brought in everyone from the street virtually. And it was a great big feast. And it was fantastic to see. Obviously, we had the figs, we had the lentil soup, we had the vine leaves, the traditional fare. But I did notice, right on the end of the table, there was a plate of hot chips and tomato sauce. And I was thinking, well, now, what a wonderful adaptation that is, really. That here we are already in that second generation, the kids are saying, look, I want the chips and the sauce. We're in Australia. But that's how it does work. And I think tonight is an example of how we do come together. And again, I'd like to thank you all for coming and sharing in this very important occasion. Thank you.